Subhanallah, if you want to see miracles in your era, in my era, look at what happened in Syria for the past couple of weeks. This is nothing short of a miracle, a mu'ajizah, an absolute miracle from Allah Azza wa Jal. Wallahi al-azim, nothing more, nothing less. They themselves are saying these words. They themselves are saying these words. They're not saying that this is from our smartness, perfect timing, nothing of that. This is all by the will of Allah Azza wa Jal. Wallahi al-azim. You want to see a verse being played out? كم من فئة قليلة غلبت فئة كثيرة بإذن الله. How many times a small, weak, in the eyes of the powerhouses, small army, a small group overcomes and overpowers a powerhouse, a big, large number, a strong army, an army that was backed by 2-3 different countries that we know of, things that we don't know of. Allahu A'lam. Wallahi, soldiers, mashallah, tabarakallah, have come in and liberated Syria. We were happy with Aleppo, we were happy with, subhanallah, Homs, we were happy with Hama, and then a dream was Dimashq, a dream. And in a few days, as we're talking about it between brothers and sisters and sharing online, inshallah, Dimashq next, we hear news that subhanallah they've entered Dimashq and they've liberated Damascus. This is something beyond imagination. Wallahi al-azim, this is beyond imagination. This is like a technical, subhanallah, kun fayakun, be and it will be, by the command and permission of Allah Azza wa Jal. وَالْعَاقِبَةُ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ, that eventually the best outcome is for us, the righteous people. After how many years? 53 years. Wallahi, one of the biggest liberations that we can ever witness in our era so far is what happened in Syria. But this should remind us that it's never, are we going to win? No, we're always going to win. It's just a matter of when. We've seen things in the past 5 years, something that we should actually realize that these are miracles. There's a change. We are changing as youth. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is changing those who are in power. They only got in power because back those days, people like the youth wanted dalal, wanted evilness and misguidance. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them leaders that will allow these things. Now that the youth are coming to the masajid and wanting to learn the deen, wanting to change, wanting these things, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is toppling these people who are in power, subhanallah. It's only a matter of time where the rest will follow. But subhanallah, just a few years ago now, Afghanistan, 40 years of war, Afghanistan. A matter of days, weeks, subhanallah, people with flip-flops walking into the city of Kabul and taking over the whole country. This is not a bit, Disney. This is real life. Bangladesh as well. Many years of tyranny, toppled. The government has been toppled. Syria, 53 years. It didn't start with Bashar al-Assad. It started with his, subhanallah, wallah, I just want to respect myself, with his father, Hafez al-Assad. This person, I don't know if I should call him a human being, but wallahi, what he's done in Syria and Lebanon and neighboring countries is something that is beyond comprehension. We're seeing the videos now released. In Lebanon, he came and just massacred people. He made them all stand in line and just killed them all in Tripoli, just because they follow the Quran and Sunnah. That's it. That was their crime. Killed many people. And my grandfather was wanted by the father of Bashar al-Assad. My grandfather, Allah yarham, was passed away. He was on the wanted list. So he was oppressing people back from then. 53 years. His son, when he came into power, people thought, there's going to be a change. And he was even worse than his father. Even worse. They're opening up now the prison in Dimashq, and there's there's a lot of narrations and what's actually happening, a lot of news. Some saying that they've finally opened. They had 3 stories underneath ground. 3 stories underneath the ground into the basement. There's no light, and subhanAllah, as they're recording, Wallah al-Azim, I'll be frightened just to walk there. And they said that it was, if they hear a peep, any noise, the guards, that person that makes noise, and they had cameras, they would take them and walayadu billah, harm them in every way possible you can think of. Why? Because psychologically they wanted the prisoners to hear the pain of the other prisoner. 53 years, there was a person that alhamdulillah was freed, and he was in prison for approximately 44 years. No judgment, no court, no nothing. 44 years. He's from Lebanon. He was in Dimashq, in the prison outside Naya. The whole family thinks he's dead. 43 years, 44 years. He's gone back to Lebanon now. This is something that's beyond what a human can comprehend. And this, subhanAllah, the Syria's issue, subhanAllah, has a different feeling for myself personally first as well, because I was in Lebanon when the uprising happened in 2011, and we had stories that I'm pretty sure in Australia you didn't hear. Things that happened, and I had friends going and subhanAllah being things that even happened with my Sheikh's son, and it's a lot. There's a lot of emotions happening. SubhanAllah, it's amazing what happened. SubhanAllah, in the uprising, they would say, "Yasqutu Rabbak wa la yasqutu Bashar." They would say, and it was throughout the punishment videos you see, they will say to the person that wanted just freedom, just basic necessities, basic freedom in Syria. That's all they wanted, nothing else. They would say to this person that your Lord will fall and Bashar won't fall. They would force the people to say, La ilaha illa Bashar. There is no God except Bashar. They would force them. This is beyond what we can comprehend. But look, after 53 years, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala willed for Syria to be freed. And it's only a matter of time for the people of Palestine. We have to do our part into continuing on, bi'idhnillahi azza wa jal, getting closer to Allah azza wa jal. Because as soon as we change, the situation of the ummah changes. And we are seeing this happening country after country after country. People after people after people. Wallah al-azim, we are witnessing miracles occurring now. The other thing I want to mention as well, we have some juhal, ignorant people, social media, family gathering, and wallahi al-azim, me personally, I think the only reason they say these things is just to feel like, they know more things than we know, or they want to be subhanallah unique and have just be different to the congregation or to the jama'ah. These juhal, these ignorant people, are coming and laughing at us because we're celebrating the liberation of Syria by saying that this is the plan of the Zionists to take Syria. I don't know where to start with these people. First and foremost, whether it's their plan or not, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's the one that allows things to happen. Yes, they plot and plan. They've been plotting and planning to take on the whole world, not just Syria. But they will never, inshallah, achieve their goal. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not allow it. There's something you need to understand. And then to come and say on social media, don't be happy, what's going to happen? What do you mean don't be happy? A person has not seen sunlight for 44 years. Your Muslim brother has not seen sunlight for 44 years. And you don't want us to be happy? No, we're happy. Yes, we're celebrating. Yes, we're full of joy. And bi'idhnillah azza wa jalla, it does not end there. Inshallah, they'll take Lebanon too. And others. Be happy, be proud, enjoy it. This is a celebration for the Ummah of Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. Stop being naive. I am to my slave the way he thinks of me. That's what Allah Azza wa Jalla said. Allah Azza wa Jalla has said. I am to my slave the way he thinks of me. Positively. You want a positive? Think of Allah positive and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you positivity. When you're negative,
you'll see negativity. Your thoughts, خليك على جنب, man, stay aside. We don't want to hear you. Don't post nothing on social media. Shut up. Even if it was true, keep it to yourself. Celebrate it. After Allah Azza wa Jalla blessed you, you want to, brother, there's a bigger plan. Brother, this, brother that. You actually think and believe, even though they're saying it, obviously they're saying it. What else are they going to say? Powerhouses that took over a whole country and within 2 weeks. Obviously they're going to say, oh yeah, that's what we wanted. Obviously, I mean, use your mind. But you are so stupid to think a person like Bashar al-Wasikh, and this Bashar person was an enemy to the Zionist movement. You're so stupid and so naive. So stupid. Well, look, if anything, they're trying to take Syria now because they're frightened. They're frightened. They're strengthening the border because they are frightened. Not because we're happy. Who's happy and then they take the border? Who? That's in a nutshell, subhanAllah. And obviously we're not going to give it justice because it's a big topic, and I ask Allah Azza wa Jal to protect him and subhanAllah grant him more victories with Allah Azza wa Jal. But wallahi, my brothers, my sisters, take it as a victory and thank Allah Azza wa Jal. And the way we thank Allah Azza wa Jal is not to jump and dance and sing, but it's to celebrate by prostrating to Allah Azza wa Jal and thanking Allah Azza wa Jal. He has blessed our eyes to see these things, the victory, and He has blessed our ears by hearing the takbirat as they are opening cities. Thank Allah Azza wa Jal. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward them and bless them and make their futuhat more and more bi-idhnillahi Azza wa Jal. Allahumma ameen.